Greetings ladies and gentlefish, and welcome to this game in the American Tier 5 tank destroyer, the Wolverine. So this is the tank destroyer that's on the non-turreted line, despite the fact of course that it has a turret. Try not to think about it too hard. And I am platooned with Sam in his Crusader. This is a Tier 6 game and we are here on the Mountain Pass. Not my favourite map in the world, but oh well, never mind. Now the Wolverine often gets compared to the T-49, somewhat inevitably the other American Tier 5 tank destroyer, and you get a lot of people say, which is better? Which frankly is a little bit like comparing chalk and cheese, as odd as that may sound, because they're just very different. You know, the only thing they have in common is that they're an American Tier 5 tank destroyer with a turret and a 76mm gun. But the Wolverine gets the better of the guns and actually has some armour, and the T-49 gets better mobility. So initially, Sam has rushed off around the flank. In fact, he's right at the front in a Crusader in a Tier 6 game, which is brave of him. And I'm just trying to see if I can get any shots off from this position. But, you know, no one's really spotted anything, and I don't particularly want to be the one spotting things, because while it's true the Wolverine does have some armour, that armour's not necessarily worth a huge amount in a Tier 6 game. And I can already see that a bunch of their tanks have made their way around, and are currently being engaged by Sam, and he is outnumbered by at least 2 or 3 to 1, while the rest of our team tries to catch up. And he's currently saying at the moment that he doesn't think it's going to go very well, and sure enough, a T-25 delivers a coup de grace and takes him out of the game. So, as the spot I was in didn't really appear to be achieving a great deal of much, I am now moving around here, in the direction that Sam was going, but I am rather further back. This is a Tier 6 game, and I don't have great armour, although it's actually better than Sam's, but I have less health. Yeah. And just seeing if I can get any shots on anyone. Churchill 3 over there. No shot. Sad. We're losing 1-3, which is not great, but there we go. T-25, 3601H, Dicamax. Oh, there's lots of friends over here. Now, I'm trying to keep that little hillock on my left-hand side between me and the bad guys. See if I can use my gun depression at all. Hello, Mr. Churchill. And I put a shot into him. Second shot, I take a hit in return from his 57mm gun. I take a second hit, but my third shot bounces, frustratingly enough. And there you can see, I mean, the armour on this thing's not exactly fantastic. So, just trying to get into a position where I can use my gun depression to get shots on these guys. Put a shot on the Dicamax, but he pulls away. So, VK. Oh, T-25. T-25 does not have particularly good armour, and he is now on lower health, and the score is currently 7 apiece. Now, you may have noticed, that was never going to penetrate, you may have noticed that we have lost all of our tanks on the Glacier Road, which means that the back of our base is completely open, which is a little bit worrying. Now, I've noticed this, hence trying to draw people's attention to it, but I'm a little bit dubious about going back there myself, because, well, it's a Tier 6 game and I'm in a damaged Tier 5 tank destroyer, and that's not normally a particularly good way of staying alive. Having said that, KV-2 just got spotted on the bridge, having killed our KV-2. Don't know where that T-3485 is, or any of the others, but they're the two tanks I'm worried about the most. Well, okay, and artillery, but, you know, probably got a fairly good idea where artillery is likely to be. So just seeing if I can get any shots down the sort of river here. There's a medium tank at base, T-3485, yep, just killed one of our artillery, and someone is sitting in our base. Oh, poopy. Okay. Right, we just took out their artillery. Someone's got to go back to base. And no one else appears to be doing it, so I guess it's down to me. Hurrah! And T-3485 takes out our Hummel. Now at this point, I really wasn't sure if I was actually going to get back to base in time. On the one hand, I'm not too far away. On the other hand, I think there's now a second person in the cap circle. And the Wolverine, while not being too sluggish, is not the fastest machine in the world. So, just trying to make my way through. Thankfully, the T-3485 doesn't appear to be around here anymore because, you know, I die in 2 shots from him. And the scores are 11 apiece. T-3485 has actually now, we can see, made it onto the bridge. And so that means the 2 people capping must be the Covenanter and the Matilda, 2 tier 4s. And I can deal with them, hopefully. Just depends how I find them. And Covenanter. He should really have run away. But he doesn't, so there's 1 shot into him, which resets the base. Put 1 into the Matilda for a complete reset. And try not to take too much damage. Now I can fairly reliably bounce the Covenanter, depending on what gun he's using and what ammunition he's firing, but the Matilda's more of a problem, so try and put a shot into the side of the turret, manage to do it, and take the Matilda out. And then take out the Covenanter. T-49 kills the T-3485, and this T-49 played a very good game, and he will get a very good score at the end of it. And so that just leaves a KV2. And so while it may not seem that I've done a huge amount in this game, you'll see that when the end scores come up, I've, you know, played my part. Now I don't know how much health this KV2's on. We need to be careful of him. He's already racked up 3 kills. And of course he's a tier 6 heavy. And he can one-shot either of us, regardless of what gun he's using. I mean, I've been reduced to 99 health. I don't know how much health our T-49's on, but this has been a pretty messy game. But regardless of what else I've done, I have kept our team in this game by resetting the base capture counter and killing the 2 fellows who were on it. And KV2, KV2, KV2. Thankfully he doesn't have a shot on me, goes down the hill and takes off the majority of his remaining health, leaving him on 49. Hurrah. That's not really a penetrating shot. I didn't think so at the time. With hindsight I might have been able to catch the front of his tank. But I decided to have a shot there, just why the hell not, and load an APCR shot, so that my penetration goes from 128 to 177, just to try and make sure that the shot counts. So our T-49 friend is on 111 health, so if we both attack this guy at once, he can kill one of us, and then the other one should be able to take him out. It's like a scene in Sharp where a Spanish officer tells a couple of French soldiers, "One of you will die." As it turns out, neither of us die. Our T-49 gets his Top Gun, and I get my Defender Medal. And we get first and second experience on our team. So that didn't end up being too bad a game in the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel, and I wish you very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao ciao.